Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some NJCAA Region 20 Division II baseball this afternoon as the CCBC Essex Knights host the Frederick Community College Cougars. I'm Rocco Jeppe alongside Byron Reed, and today Frederick, looking for a bit of revenge after a 2016 season, saw the Knights sweep them for the season. They took the series during the regular season 2-love, taking Game 1 2-0 and Game 2 6-4. And then in the Region 20 Championship en route to their first championship in the region in 24 years, the Knights bested the Cougars 7-6. Today is a different story. Teams going in opposite directions. Frederick comes in the number one team in the division with a divisional record of 8-2, and the Knights trying to hang on, currently in the 8th place out of 8 teams that will make it, half a game out of 7th, and 1 game ahead of College of Southern Maryland. A lot of postseason implications in this game today. We'll get into that later on. For right now, we're going to go to Byron with today's starting lineup for the Cougars.
Thank you, Rocco. And today's starting lineup for the Frederick Cougars: batting leadoff in right field, Micaiah Thomas. Playing shortstop and batting second is Jet Manning. Playing center field, batting third, Alex Aristi. Batting fourth and playing third base is Brady Harju. Batting fifth and playing first base is Thomas Gonzalez. On second base, batting sixth is Nick Furman. Catcher, batting seventh is Nick Dressler. Batting eighth and DH for Frederick is Seth Holler. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Braden Lackey.
All right, and those Cougars are going to take up a bat to the plate and go up against arguably the Knights and better and best pitcher this season, right-hander Franco Velasquez out of Miami, Florida. The right-hander in 8 games started this season, 11 appearances, is 3-3. He has 1 complete game over 42 2/3 innings. He's given up 38 hits, 27 runs. However, just 17 of them are earned. He's a little bit on the plus side on the Ks to walks, 37 strikeouts, 25 free passes. He's given up 1 home run and has an ERA of 3.59 coming into today's start.
And, I was looking at that 1 home run statistic. That's going to be really important today. Frederick can put some runs up, and, getting home runs is always a momentum builder for your team. If you're Essex, you don't want to stop that and nip it in the bud early, and hopefully that will lead them to victory in today's game.
Luckily for the Knights, annually probably the most difficult ball field to homer in is where we're at today, CCBC Essex Field. And both teams going into their huddles right now, getting ready to hit the field, is the Knights defense, and we'll take you around the horn. Of course, Velasquez pitching today. He's going to be tossing it to battery mate Chase Montanez. Around the infield, first to third, we have Mike Fisher. At second base, we have Luke Nakic. At shortstop, Handy Rodriguez. And Will Van Horn will man down the hot corner. From left to right in the outfield, it's J.D. Bruck, Mitch Fife, and Corey Lewis. The Knights take the field. The umpires say hello to the catcher, and we are just about underway. And Byron, talking about those playoff implications earlier, again, the Knights currently hold down the number 8 seed out of 8 that will make it. They have a big game today, of course, because this is a divisional game, and then they pretty much control their own destiny as far as those regional playoffs are concerned. They're going to play Frederick in 2 today, and then they'll travel Saturday to the College of Southern Maryland, who is currently 1 game back of the Knights for that number 8 spot. Allegheny holding on strong at number 7. The Knights do have a chance to kind of get up into that number 7 spot depending on how they play today and Saturday. Allegheny, a tough road to hoe. They have Garrett on Thursday. They have a doubleheader at CCBC Catonsville on Saturday, and then a doubleheader versus Cecil at home on Sunday. So a lot of implications today. And a lot of big hitters in this lineup, as we discussed earlier, Byron. Looking at the division, you see a lot of Frederick names on this list, including the speedster, Jet Manning. He leads the division with 30 steals.
Yeah, with a name like Jet, I would hope you're leading the league in stolen bases. That's a name if I've ever seen one right there.
And the Knights not to be shut out right now in home runs, the division. Mitch Fife is tied for 3rd place with 7. He trails just Dan Fry of Allegheny, who has 14, and Carl Colbert Jr. of CCBC Catonsville. Looking at some of the other league leaders in RBIs, the division, Brady Harju, he has 41, which ranks him third. His teammate Jet Manning, he doesn't just do it with the legs, he does it with the bat as well. He's in fourth with 38 RBI. And in second place, overall in the division, average-wise, it's again Jet Manning, a triple, quadruple threat, hitting .432. So we're about underway. Micaiah Thomas will lead things off. Velasquez, his first offering of the game, swung on right back to him up the middle. He can't get to it. Rodriguez ranges, but he'll have no play, and it'll be an infield single for Thomas to lead off the game.
First pitch, first hit of the game. Why not? Perfect way to start. Not seeing a whole lot of pitches there, just getting what you like on the first pitch and taking it to short. Unfortunately, Rodriguez could not make the play, and we're going to have the first single of the ball game.
So Velasquez just couldn't get his glove down in time. That'll bring up the aforementioned Jet Manning, comes into this one, as we said, batting .432 on the season. He steps in from the left-hander's batter's box. Thomas gets his lead from first. Here's the pitch. Squares to bunt and takes ball one.
And he's definitely going to be a speedster coming out of that left-handed batter's box. If it's a ground ball, it's going to be pretty tough to double him up.
As you can hear, folks, the wind is whipping. Looking at the flag pole straightaway center field, it's going from right to left, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays. Here's the 1-0. There goes the runner. The throw to second base. The tag is not in time. The ball slips out of Rodriguez's glove, who was covering for the stolen base attempt, and it flipped out into shallow left field. The runner is safe, so Thomas now at second base. Runner in scoring position for Manning.
And it's big early on, especially with no outs. Just if you can get him over, get a ball in the gap, get that run to score, get their early 1-0 lead, momentum for your team.
So the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. That was a strike on that previous pitch. Rodriguez has the sign he likes, comes set, high around the collarbone. Here's the pitch, outside for ball 2.
Good eyes there from Manning to lay off of that. It's a little too outside. Can't do anything with that one.
Two ball, 1 strike. Velasquez comes into Manning. Low, ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike to Manning. Fouled straight back. Oh, count goes full now.
And for Thomas, that stolen base gives him 16 on the season. So that's, again, good way to get yourself in scoring position early on in the game.
Thomas at second base. Manning awaits the full count offering from Velasquez. Here's the pitch. And low for ball 4. So working a walk is Jet Manning. And this is a scary situation. First and second, nobody out. And the Cougars' 2 speedsters are covering the first 2 base paths.
Yeah, that's definitely not what you want to see early on in the game, Rocco. Like I said, they've got 2 of their speedsters on the base paths. A ball in the gap now could probably score 2.
So that'll bring up Alex Aristi. Comes in batting .306 with an on-base percentage of .442. He's slugging .548. Swung on and fouled straight back.
Like he just missed that one. It's definitely a good pitch to hit there.
Aristi, 6 foot is what he's listed in the program. Loxahatchee, Florida. And I apologize to all those folks down there if I just pronounced that incorrectly.
I'm sure they'll forgive you. I'm pretty sure.
He fouled off the first pitch, Byron. It's 0-1. And the pitch, outside, a good block by Montanez as that ball bounced in the left-hander's batter's box. And the count even at 1.
Yeah, definitely a good block back there by Montanez. You don't want that ball getting by you and getting that runner, those runners to move up 90 feet.
Velasquez laboring early on here in the first. Here's the 1-1 pitch from him. Checks the runner at second. There go the runners. Double clutch. Montanez throws it into left field. Thomas is going to get up, but is not going to have a chance to go home. The double steal works. Thomas to third and Manning to second.
Really aggressive base running early on, and as a base running aficionado like myself, I love seeing that kind of stuff. That was my favorite thing to do when I play with steal bases, and these Cougars are showing that they have some legs and they can run.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The stolen base will get credited to Thomas. Defensive indifference for Manning. So Thomas has stolen his way around the bases after a leadoff single, and strike 3 called. A good off-speed pitch on the outside corner, and Velasquez has his first out of the inning.
Very good job there by Velasquez, bouncing back after the stolen bases were given up there. Now there's 1 out, but there's still runners in score position, so Frederick still has a chance to make something happen here.
That'll bring up Brady Harju. Harju batting .339 coming into this game. 6'3" out of Haymarket, Virginia. And he's also slugging .559. The right-hander has 6 home runs, 41 RBI. Velasquez trying to get out of this inning with minimal damage. He's got the sign he wants. Comes set. Pops it up and out of play right over our heads. So we'll start him off with a strike.
That was a tough pitch to hit there. It came up high and inside. Harju was able to fight it off. But those ones in your eye are good.
Harju digs in again. Pitch from Velasquez, low and inside for ball 1. Harju stands in the back portion of that batter's box. Back foot about 3 inches off the chalk line. He starts his front foot at his back heel, so very open to start. Fouled off right into Montanez's glove, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And right here with the cleanup hitter at the plate, ahead in the count, you got to hope Velasquez keeps it out of the strike zone here, enticing him to swing and do something he doesn't want to do with it. Here's the pitch. Low and in, ball 2. So not in the zone, not close enough to entice him. Evens the count at 2.
Yeah, and giving yourself, and with Harju standing in the back portion of the batter's box, gives you more time to see the ball come in, and that's what you want as a batter.
Here's the pitch from Velasquez, low and outside, so now the count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Thomas at third, Manning at second, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. The wind is kind of calm right now. Flag very still out in center field. Here's the pitch. Got him to chase, and he fouls it straight back. We'll do the full count again.
Yeah, tough pitch there again. Doing a good job of battling and staying in the at-bat, especially with those runners in score position. You want to do anything you can to try to get those runners home, and the strikeout's not going to do it for you.
Velasquez staring in intently to Montanez. Now he has the sign he wants. Montanez shifts to the outside corner, swung on and popped up. Chasing a bad pitch there was Harju. Coming in is Lewis to make the catch on the right field line to throw home. And he overthrew the catcher, but thankfully Velasquez right there to back it up. Good play by Lewis to get to that when it was shallow right field on the line. Probably a ball you'd like to see your first baseman go after, but in any case, it's out number 2.
Yep, very good job there by Lewis, hustling in there, making the play, calling off Fisher over there at first base. And I would rather him take that, in all honesty, just because he'd have the better angle in the running start to try to get the ball home if they wanted to try to test him.
So here's Thomas Gonzalez. He'll take strike 1 on the outside corner. Gonzalez, a freshman, 6'2", out of Nesconset, New York. He went to Smithtown High School up there. Give you his stats in just a moment here. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be strike 2. So 2 great pitches from Velasquez to start the at-bat, staying away from the big right-hander and hitting the corner on the outside. He's got him where he wants him. 0-2, and he's ready to go. Just a bit outside that time. Good quality pitch. He hadn't shown the want to offer it the first 2 pitches outside, so take it just a bit farther. That's a quality pitch right there. It's 1-2. Don't be surprised if he goes back out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely a quality pitch. He's thrown 3 quality pitches in this at-bat so far, so.
Here's the 1-2. Curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3. So Velasquez, after giving up a leadoff single and a walk, then watching Thomas steal around the base paths and Manning to second. He at one point had second and third and nobody out. He goes a strikeout looking, a fly out to right, and a strikeout swinging to end the inning. 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We're going into the middle of the first inning. The Knights are coming up to bat. We'll have the lineup when we return. All right, folks, we're back live and give you the Knights starting lineup. Leading things off, playing in right field is Corey Lewis. Second baseman Luke Nakic hitting second. Mitch Fife playing center field, batting third. The cleanup hitter is shortstop Handy Rodriguez. Chase Montanez, the catcher, will bat fifth. Mike Fisher will bat sixth and play first base. J.D. Drew batting seventh in left field. Cecilio Santos will bat eighth and do the designated hitter role today. And batting ninth is Will Van Horn, your third baseman. And doing the pitching for Frederick is Colby Rudis.
And Colby Rudis, he is a sophomore right-handed pitcher. And he is coming into today's game with...
Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Lewis.
Coming into today's game with a 2.7 ERA. He's got 63 strikeouts on the season. And he's given up 15 walks, 19 earned runs.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
53 hits and 24 walks.
All right, so there's the line on Rudis, who's quickly ahead of Lewis. Two strikes, no balls. Outside with a pitch, good pitch, outside too far, ball 1. Lewis stands in, 1 ball, 2 strike. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, pop foul down the first baseline. First baseman Gonzalez giving chase, and that wind just played havoc with it. We see there as Gonzalez couldn't get underneath of it, and it falls to the ground for a foul ball. We'll do the 1-2 pitch again.
Yeah, the wind's really making it difficult for everybody, including us over here. We got papers blowing around everywhere. This is going to be fun trying to fight the elements.
Lewis comes into this game batting .269 with an on-base percentage of .415. Getting ready for the 1-2 pitch again. Here it comes. Curveball too far outside. We're even at 2.
It's a nice pitch there, though, by Rudis.
Last season, Lewis against Frederick, he went 2 for 9 with a run scored, an RBI, and a strikeout. Here's the 1-2, swung on and fouled back.
Fighting off some tough pitches here is Lewis. As a leadoff guy, you want to see a lot of pitches, help your guys out, get that pitcher tired. So good battle here. Let's see who wins it.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Rudis goes into his windup. Now the pitch. Outside, and they're called strike 3. Questionable call there, in my opinion, but I will digress. Corey Lewis goes down looking.
Yeah, looked to be a little bit outside, but anything close to 2 strikes, you got to take a crack at it.
That'll bring up Luke Nakic. Nakic's playing second base today for the Knights. Having a pretty good freshman season out of Archbishop Curley. Comes in batting .280. First pitch he takes outside for a ball. He's on base .360 is his on base percentage. Playing a lot of second base for the Knights this season. He does have 2 home runs as he looks at ball 2 outside again. So Rudis quickly falls behind to the freshman out of Archbishop Curley. Rudis likes to work quick. Here's his third pitch. Swing and a miss on the inside fastball. 2 balls and a strike.
Like I had some movement there, and Nikic was lucky to get a piece of that.
Nikic looking to get on. Mitch Fife stands on deck. Low and outside, 3 balls and a strike. And this is a position where the Knights have struggled a bit this year. They get into hitters' counts, and instead of looking for their pitch and taking advantage of it, they tend to chase sometimes. Let's see what Nikic does here. Swung on a pitch right down the middle, but had late movement down in the zone. That was a good pitch there, Byron.
Oh, yeah, really good pitch there. And like you said, working yourself into good hitters' counts, you got to try and take advantage of it.
3-2 pitch called, strike 3. Nikic just watched that one go by, and another strikeout for Rudis.
2 quick strikeouts for Rudis, showing his dominance out there on the mound early.
That'll bring up Mitch Fife. Fife, by far the best offensive player for the Knights this year. Slash line of 320, 386, and he's slugging 574. He comes in with 7 home runs, 33 RBI. Here's the first pitch, curveball to start him off, and a beauty for strike 1.
Yeah, nice curveball to start off the at-bat. You usually don't see that too often. Usually it's a straight fastball to start off the at-bat, but Rudis went curve and it worked.
Ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike against Fife.
And like I said, Fife's the team leader in a lot of these stat categories. So if anybody's going to want to get it started here, it's going to be Fife.
Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. And now Rudis ahead on Fife. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's gotten ahead to these first 3 batters, and he's made it count every single time.
Here's the 1-2. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. You hear head coach and third base coach Mike Carter yelling to Fife to battle. The wind picks up a bit right now. The flag in center straight out to left. Here's the 2-2, high for ball 3. So he runs into a full count for the second hitter in a row. 2 down, bottom of the first. We're scoreless. Working quick is Rudis. He's ready to go. Goes into his windup. The pitch swung on and fouled away. We'll do it again. It looked like Fife chased one there, but borderline had to protect.
Yeah, especially after the leadoff man Lewis struck out on a pitch that looked to be outside, but it was close enough to where he could have got called for, and he did.
So here comes Rudis, his second offering at the full count, and swung on and missed in the dirt. So Rudis will strike out the side to start the game. No runs, no hits, no errors. Down go the Knights in order in the first. Heading into the top of the second, we're scoreless. All right, we're back for the top of the second, and here to tell you all about it is Byron Reed.
All right, top of the second here. First pitch in, strike 1. So we have Nick Furman, who is leading off the inning for Frederick, Velazquez just got ahead with the first pitch strike. Second pitch of the at-bat's on its way. Low and outside for ball one. Counts even at 1-1.
Furman comes into the game by batting .358 with 3 homers, 27 RBI, and he gets on base .479 pace.
479 pace, but he's down in the count here as he swings through the second one. He's down 2-1, or 1-2 in the rather. Velazquez working early, head early in this account. And he gets him to swing through that one, strike 3. So Furman goes down on strikes to start the inning. Really good piece of pitching here by Velazquez to start the inning off hot like that.
Yeah, I like the way he used his pitches there.
And
so out number 1.
Yep, and stepping in for Frederick next is Eric Dressler. He's a catcher batting .339 on the season. First pitch to him is fouled off to the right side of the field. Velazquez is ahead 0-1. Velazquez gets the sign. Pitches low and inside. Counts even at 1. And again, Dressler is the catcher, as I said, batting .339 on the season. That pitch is also going to be fouled off to the right side. Counts 1-2 again for Velazquez to Dressler.
Dressler, catcher out of Lewisberry, Pennsylvania, 6 feet 185.
Pitch comes in, misses low and outside. Back even here at 2. Some really nice pitching here from Velazquez early on in this inning as he gets the sign from Montanez. Pitches high, almost got Dressler to go around, but it's going to be a full count, 3-2.
Twice Velazquez went full in the first inning. The first time he walked the hitter, the second a fly to right.
As Dressler fouls this one off and back behind us here. He's got a little battle brewing here. Count's going to stay at 3-2. We've seen a lot of good at-bats from Frederick so far. Well, from both teams really so far in that first inning. Good battles, and the pitcher won most of those. As Velazquez throws this pitch, it's inside, and it's grounded to third base there. It's going to be a foul ball, looks like. Yep.
Good call by the umpire. Very tricky call to make. That ball was in fair territory until the last moment. About a foot from the bag, it kicked foul, landed in foul territory, never crossed third base. Indeed, the right call.
Yeah, it was a really, like you said, really close call out there. The correct one. We're going to stay 3-2. Here we go. Velazquez again. Popped it up. Van Horn making a run for it over there. It's going to get out into the dugout. And it's going to be another foul ball, so count's going to stay 3-2. We're going to get this one rolling here again. This is a great at-bat we're seeing here from Dressler, making Velazquez throw a lot of pitches here.
And Dressler doesn't strike out too often. He has 56 at-bats, over 30 plate appearances this year. He had 12 strikeouts, and I say not too often because at this level, that's pretty good. He does get on base 40% of the time, so let's see what happens right here.
3-2 again here.
Good
Swing
pitch.
through it. Montanez holds on to it, and it's going to be a strikeout. That's the second strikeout of the inning for Velazquez.
Velazquez's 4th strikeout overall this inning. Really good quality pitch there. Came inside, tied him up, and of course with the count full, Dressler knew he had to protect but just couldn't pull the trigger.
Yep, it was a really good pitch and a good spot. But regardless, there's 2 outs, and Seth Holler is going to step in the DH here for Frederick as he sees the first pitch down the middle for strike 1. Holler coming into today's game batting at .275. That's a pretty solid average if you ask me. Velazquez kicks and deals the 0-1. Grounder down the third baseline, foul ball. So it's going to be 0-2 again as Velazquez gets ahead of another batter. He's done a tremendous job of getting ahead in counts so far in these first 2 innings of work. As the 0-2 pitch to Holler. It's high. Ball 1. So really good job here from Velazquez, working ahead early, trying to get him to chase that last one. This one's also going to miss outside. Maybe it was too far outside, because earlier we saw that get called on Lewis for a strike.
Yeah, I can't say I'm too angry at him for that last pitch. It was a nice tailing fastball. He might come back with the breaking ball here.
Pitch to Holler. That one misses low. It's a good spot, but it's going to be 3-2.
That was a very good spot. That pitch was called in the first inning. A matter of fact, it was called twice in a row for Velazquez against Jet Manning.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure where that pitch missed.
Not sure, but here's the 3-2 regardless. And I got him to swing through it. So Velazquez strikes out the side. We're going to go to the bottom half of the second inning, still tied at 0, as Frederick does nothing.
Yeah, Velazquez telling Colby Rudis, anything you can do, I can do better. We'll be right back with that bottom half of the second.
And we're back here, bottom half of the second inning at CCBC Essex. Handy Rodriguez is leading off the inning as he swings through the first pitch curveball for a strike.
That was a big swing and miss. We didn't see a lot of that in April for Rodriguez, who came in as a right-handed pitcher. Here we go with the second pitch. We'll get to his line in a second.
That one he lays off of, and it's going to be 1-1 now to Rodriguez.
Rodriguez checking in April for the injured Ben Miller. He batted .370, got on base .393.
As he swings through the third pitch of the at-bat. 1-2 count now to Rodriguez. He's going to have to battle here.
2 doubles, 7 RBI in 14 games, so Rodriguez really got things going.
He's in the hole here, 1-2. He lays off that pitch outside. 2-2. Thought about it for a second, brought the bat head around, but held off as it tailed out of the zone at the very last minute here. Rudis now with the 2-2 pitch. Curveball misses, stays up.
Great job watching that one come in. He saw the curve start high, and even though he's 6'3", he knew it wasn't going to break enough to get into the zone.
And when those curves start high, it's hard to get on top of those, and Rodriguez fouls this one off to first base side. It's going to stay full at 3-2. Now Rodriguez coming into today's game with a .370 average, .393 on base percentage, slugging .444. Rodriguez pops it up, and it's going to be right there to the center fielder there, Aristi, and that's going to be out number 1 of the inning.
So chasing one there, had to protect. Flies out to the center fielder. That'll bring up Montanez.
Yep, Chase Montanez coming into today's game has a .218 average. Not really where you want it to be, down in the two teens, but we'll see if he can get it going here. First pitch from Rudis misses outside and low, ball 1. Rudis working quick here. 1-0 pitch. That also misses. This one's high. So it's 2-0 in favor of Montanez. Good job working yourself to a good hitter's count.
Montanez does have 5 doubles on the season.
That's a ground ball. Shortstop picks it up. Throw over to first.
Not in time. So look at that. The catcher legging one out. Manning just didn't have time. That ball was hit very slow, Byron.
It was hit very slow. Surprised Manning didn't charge that ball more. He'd have charged it, would have probably gotten there to the ball in time and been able to make a play. But Montanez is on with one out.
I wonder how much he thought Harju might have been able to get over and cut that off for him. The grass in the infield really slowed that one down. We'll see how the rest of the inning plays out as Fisher steps up.
Yeah, I thought Harju was going to get there. That's why I called for him to make the play, and he fooled me. But regardless, Fisher is up with Montanez on first. First pitch of the at-bat. It's a strike on the corner.
See, we have to have more consistency. 2 batters ago, that was a ball. And not very much consistency coming from the home plate umpire today. Hopefully that changes as we go on.
Yeah, something we see a lot is the next pitch to Fisher misses low and outside as well. So that's ball. 1-1 count. The next pitch here from Rudis as he comes set from the stretch. Foul tip back into the glove. Strike 2 to Fisher.
Yeah, he came up and into Fisher there. Fisher really got started as the season started for the Knights in Carolinas. He's cooled off, batting .260 with an on-base percentage of .367. He does have 8 RBI coming into this game.
As that one is fouled off to the right side. We're going to do it again. Count stays 1-2. We're seeing a lot of tough at-bats here early in the game, and it's definitely going to play a factor later on.
Montanez at first base. Don't expect him to take off to second.
Pitch.
Wow.
It's called strike 3. That one looked to be low, but umpire thought otherwise, and now there's 2 outs in the inning as Fisher went down looking at a curveball that I got shins there.
I got to disagree with you there, Byron. That was just a beautiful breaking ball. You got to protect with 2 strikes better than that.
You do. I
pitch.
absolutely agree with you. So now in the box, J.D. Bruck, the left fielder, as he takes ball 1. Bruck coming into today's game with a .250 average.
Bruck last season in the playoffs was 1 for 4 against Frederick. He did score a run.
Second pitch misses low. So quickly, Bruck here is ahead in the count 2-0.
Bruck batted .340 last season. A little bit of abbreviated due to an injury, playing in just 27 games.
This pitch from Rudis coming in here. That's going to be a strike on the inside.
Again, another questionable call. As good of a call as I think he did with that curveball. Again, that pitch was finishing above the letters of Bruck.
It looked to be a little high. That one, Bruck's going to foul off here. And count's going to ride it. Well, actually, it's going to be a 2-2 count, rather, after that foul ball.
Bruck very disciplined at the plate. I would say more often than not, he's not going to chase a pitch. He knows the zone very well. Of course, the zone today is anybody's guess.
Oh, yeah. So far we've seen that. As this one's also going to miss. So Bruck has worked his way into a 3-2 count. Seen a lot of 3-2 counts today, Rocco.
I like that take there by Bruck, and we've seen plenty of them. The good news here is Montanez, who's not very fast, is going to get a running start.
Oh, yeah. Montanez is off, and that pitch is popped up. Manning is calling it off. Manning's under it. He makes the catch, and that's going to do it for the second inning, as once again, nothing happens. The Knights go down, and there's one hit, no runs, no errors. We'll be back for the top of the third inning with Rocco Jeffy on commentary.
All right, we're back live here at CCBC Essex Field. Top of the third, no score. Both teams have a hit, no errors. And leading this off for the Cougars is going to be Braden Lackey, the left fielder, as the Knights starting pitcher, Franco Velasquez. You can't ask for a better 2 innings. He started the game off with a first pitch single to Micaiah Thomas. Thomas would eventually steal his way around third. Manning, who was up next, had walked, and he got to second on the double steal. So second and third, nobody out. And Velasquez would go on to strike out Aristi looking. He would get Harju to fly out to right field, and then he struck out Gonzalez to end the inning. The second inning, even better, although he went into a bunch of full counts, or 2 full counts rather, and threw some pitches, strikes out the side in the second. So we're going to get Lackey, and then the lineup will turn over. Lackey coming into the game, a .235 hitter, on base just over 36% of the time. He takes strike 1 on a low pitch outside. The lefty didn't like the call.
Looked like he tried to lay down a bunt there or something. And he pulled it back, but umpire called it strike regardless.
Here's the 0-1 from Velasquez, strike 2. And I think I'm going to just give up on trying to get this zone today. Low and in, called strike 2. It's 0-2. I mean, of course, I'll take it when it's for the Knights, but got to stay the same. Outside, good pitch for ball 1.
Yeah, good thought there. Changing the eye level there on Lackey. The first 2 were low. Second one was middle, but missed outside.
Lackey from New Cumberland, Pennsylvania. Here's the 1-2, again low. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So by Lackey here working his way back into the count. Now it's even at 2. Still got to protect, though, up there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from the Knights right-hander. Ground ball, 1 hopper to Fisher at first. He'll take it himself for out number 1.
Got him to roll over that one there. And good play there by Fisher. Getting the glove down, making sure that it was down on the dirt, picking it up, taking it over himself to first for the first out of the inning.
So we'll go back to the top of the lineup and Micaiah Thomas. Thomas, as we mentioned, a single and 2 stolen bases in his first at bat. Velasquez delivers inside and hits that low zone for strike number 1.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot from Velasquez, getting ahead early, both pitches for that matter. Getting ahead early is very important.
Here's the 0-1 offering. Good pitch. That was high and in, and a lot of late movement there. That ball looked like it was going to meatball right over the center of the plate, and probably the last 2 feet rode in on Thomas. Now ahead 0-2 is Velasquez.
Yeah, very good piece of pitching there by Velasquez.
Here's the pitch. Curveball, high and away. Ball 1.
Yeah, when those stay up like that, it's very easy to lay off because you can see it. You can see that it's going to stay up. Good job there by Thomas.
Velasquez still ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's his pitch. Swung on, a fly ball to right field. Lewis ranging over toward the line, the wind helping him out to hold that ball in there, and he makes the catch in foul territory, running into the Frederick dugout, or bullpen rather, for out number 2.
Yeah, good job there by Lewis, ranging over to his right and making the play. Dust starts to creep up everywhere as the wind's picking up here.
And a little bit of a dust bowl there on the infield. It's 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Jet Manning steps to the plate. He had a walk his first time up and was stranded at second.
Yeah, and he was part of that double steal there that got Thomas and himself in the scoring position in the first inning.
He stands in the left-hander's batter's box, swinging and a miss on the first pitch, and Velasquez just blew a fastball right by him.
Yeah, that one had some heat on it. Good job there pumping the fastball by him by Velasquez. Getting ahead.
0-1. Velasquez winds and pitches. Fouled off over the home third base side dugout, and now 0-2. Velasquez ahead of another hitter. And that's going to prove critical for the Knights pitchers today. Work fast, get ahead, make your pitches. So far, Velasquez has done just that.
Yep, that's exactly what you want to see. Be aggressive as a pitcher, work in the favorable counts.
Here's the 0-2. Just a bit outside. That is as perfect a pitch as you can make. Not close enough for Manning to chase. Not close enough to be a strike, but a quality pitch, because if Manning would have swung at that, he wouldn't have done anything with it.
Oh, no, he probably would have swung through it at that.
1-2, he had Manning leaning and almost took him out as Manning was over top of the plate with that pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got to make another quality pitch here. Montanez sets up in. Swung on, a weak ground ball to first base. Fisher handles it, tags first base, and takes it unassisted for the second time this inning. And that's 3 up, 3 down again for the Cougars. So after the first 2 batters of the game reached, Velasquez has retired 9 in a row. We're going to head into the middle of the third, and we'll be right back with the home half of the third inning. Back live here at CCBC Essex Field Stadium on the campus in Rosedale, Maryland, 7201 Rossville Boulevard. And Cecilio Santos, the designated hitter, he'll step up to the plate to get things started here in the bottom of the third inning.
Yep, this is his first at-bat of the game. Comes into today with a .231 average. So let's see if he can get something going here for the Knights offense.
Here's the first offering, high for ball 1. And Santos, he's a sophomore. In his 2 years, has really been that player that has filled whatever role Coach Carter has asked of him as he takes a strike to even the count at 1. You know, he's caught a few games. He's DH'd. He's played first base. He's played in the outfield. Really just that kind of kid that you want on your team as he watches a curveball go outside. The appeal to first base, he did hold his swing. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Santos.
And you were giving some of the positions that he's played there, and that's really what you want as a team. You want anybody who can come in and just help out the team any way that the team needs.
Timeout called for as another gust of wind comes through this infield.
Wind is strong today, Rocco.
We need to really put some sort of a water line in here. We were talking off air a little while ago that there's a very, very dry infield because there's no water down here as Santos looks at one tail outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Santos comes in today, as you mentioned, batting .262. Or correction, batting .231. Got to take a look at this pitch, which he does, and takes a called strike to even the count, or to bring us to a full count.
Yeah, good job there by Santos laying off that one. You can find another one here. It's full.
Here's the pitch from Rudis. Good pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner. You saw it coming because we've seen it all game.
Yep. And as soon as Santos put his bat down and started to walk off the first, I was thinking, oh no, he's going to ring him up. Sure enough, he did.
5th strikeout of the day for Rudis. That'll bring up Will Van Horn, the third baseman for the Knights today. Ball 1.
And Van Horn's coming into today's game batting a very nice .267.
Van Horn waits for the second pitch. Curveball that broke in there at the last second to even the count at 1.
Yeah, that was a very nice curveball there by Rudis. It was high, but it stayed up at just enough for Van Horn to lay off it.
Another one. He took a little bit off of this one this time to give the umpire a better sight line at it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Van Horn with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Rudis delivers. Swung on and fouled off. will do the 1-2 pitch again.
Yeah, and both Rudis and Velazquez are really grooving here on the mound. See some really great pitching in these first 3 innings.
There's a shot right to the second baseman, Furman. He bobbles it, picks it up cleanly, and gets it over to first base to Gonzalez for the out. 2 down as that one goes 4-3 if you're scoring at home.
Yeah, he hit it hard, but unfortunately for Van Horn, went right to Furman. He was able to redeem himself after the bobble, though, and corral it and get the throw over to first for the out.
So that'll bring up right fielder Corey Lewis, who, although he did work Rudis in the first inning, a 7-pitch at bat, he struck out looking to end the at bat. So here's Rudis's first offering in this at bat, is outside in the left-hander's batter's box for a ball.
Yeah, Miss Lowe there. Good job there by a dresser to block that.
Swung on, bounced into the hole. Good play by Manning. The throw is not going to nearly be in enough time as he went Derek Jeter going into the air with the throw. He finishes up on the third base line just on the grass, and it's an infield single for Corey Lewis.
Yeah, he showed off the arm and the athleticism there, that's for sure, but unfortunately for him, it wasn't in time, wasn't enough there to get Lewis. He's going to be on first with 2 outs here.
Lewis this year not very successful, 7 of 11 in stolen bases, but for his career, 18 of 23 as Nakic stacks up to the plate and takes ball 1.
And that Miss Lowe, got to be careful with those down there in the dirt. Dressler got his glove on it.
Good lead for Lewis off of first. Here's the pitch. Curveball inside for a strike. Count even at 1.
Yeah, like you said, Lewis isn't one of the speediest guys on this team, so don't expect to see him moving anytime soon.
Ground ball to second. And very dangerously, not sure about that decision, Furman took the ball on 2 hops and ran over to tag second base. His shortstop Manning was there in time, and he beats Lewis by an eyelash. So that'll end the third. We'll head to the top of the fourth. We're still scoreless here at CCBC Essex Field. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about ready to get started with the top of the fourth. And to give you the play-by-play call, I'm going to turn things back over to my partner, Byron Reed.
Thank you, Rocco. Into the top of the fourth inning here at CCBC Essex, still tied at 0. We've seen a great pitching performance here by both teams, and I expect that to continue as we get set for the leadoff batter of the inning. We're back to the top of the order here as Micaiah Thomas is set to lead off for Frederick.
Thomas struck, or it's Aristi rather.
Oh, Aristi. Yep.
Struck out his first at bat looking, and he tried a bunt attempt there, Byron, and bunts that one foul.
Yeah, it's a good thought there. Lay down a bunt, get the third baseman moving in a little bit, make him think about it. But thank you for correcting me. I was looking at the wrong part of my score sheet. Aristi is leading off.
Hey, Byron, when that happens, you're not supposed to tell the people listening what happened.
So here we are.
Oh!
High and inside, Aristi swung through it there. So very quickly here, Velasquez is ahead 0-2.
He was trying to aim over top of those trees out in left center field with that cut.
Yeah, he was. It looked really good.
Goodbye.
The pitch is outside, but it's going to be called strike 3 there as Aristi goes down looking.
So in both of his plate appearances, Aristi picked up the first out for his team with strikeouts looking. Not the way you want to head back to your bench.
I agree. Definitely not. So now stepping up to the plate for the Cougars, Brady Harju. He flew out his first time to right field.
That was the 6th strikeout for Velasquez.
Velasquez is grooving here. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung through and missed for strike 1 to Harju. Second pitch of the at-bat here is... This one's blocked by Montanez. So it's going to be ball 1. Counts even here at 1. Harju stepping back into the box. Velasquez gets a sign from Montanez. He deals.
That one's hit a country mile, but way foul.
Foul ball there. Long foul ball to left field. So count's going to be 1-2.
Remember, Harju does have some power. He leads the team with 6 homers.
Definitely good to drive one out of the ballpark here as Velasquez. Pitch is outside. Just a little bit off the plate there, and it's going to be back even at 2.
Velasquez seems like he's kind of picking up the pace just a bit here in the 4th inning.
Seems that way. That pitch is also going to miss, but it's going to be low and outside. So it's a full count here to Harju.
And by my count, this is the 4th full count Velasquez has had today.
And making him work as Harju pops it up. Van Horn
that wind might help
over
that one.
For it.
Ooh.
It's going to bounce off the top of the dugout here. And we're going to do it again, 3-2. Wind definitely helped that one get out. Like you said, Rocco. I'm just looking for more baseballs here. He gets them. As everyone is getting back to their places to do the 3-2 pitch again. Harju back into the box. Velasquez gets the sign. Hard shot fouled to the first base side. And once again, we have another battle on our hands here. As count's going to stay full.
This is going to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat as Velasquez steps off.
Get the sign he wants here. He has it. Velasquez. It misses outside. It's going to be ball 4 and a walk for Harju. So he does a really good job there, battling off some tough pitches and working his way on base.
For Harju, that's his 12th walk of the day. Or excuse me, of the season, rather. That'd be a lot of plate appearances.
Yeah, that's for sure. Stepping in now, Thomas Gonzalez.
And that ends a streak of 9 in a row for Velasquez.
Gonzalez struck out last time. As he sends this one to right field, Lewis is under it. He makes the play. As Harju goes back to first.
Very aggressive plate appearance there for Gonzalez. I'm not sure if I just watched one of my teammates go 8 pitches and work a walk if I would be swinging at the first pitch. But then again, I don't have 4 home runs and 23 RBI on the season.
Yeah, gotta work and try to get something happen in this pitcher's duel here. So that pitch was to Nick Furman, and he's gonna fall behind as he swung through and missed that one. 0-1 to Furman. Furman also struck out in his last at-bat, which was in the 2nd inning. This pitch is also going to be a strike down the middle.
I like that pitch there. I mean, again, Velasquez has the late movement working back into the righties away from the lefties, and that looked like it was going to stay outside, but came in on Furman for a strike on the outer third.
Yeah, beautiful pitch there. Velasquez gets him to swing through this one. Strike 3. That's another strikeout for Furman, and he's going to go down for the second time this game. We're going to head to the bottom half of the fourth inning, still tied at 0. And we are back here at CCBC Essex Field with the score still 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning here. We've seen a great pitcher's duel here so far as both pitchers are really doing a good job of getting ahead, staying ahead, getting strikeouts when they need them.
And Byron, we'll have the meat of the order and two of the night's hottest hitters coming up here in Fife, Rodriguez and Montanez.
The first pitch to Fife. He's going to catch the inside corner for strike one. Fife struck out his first at bat of the game. Second pitch. He's going to swing through this one on the outside corner. This is going to be strike two, so Fife falls behind 0-2.
There's a beautiful curveball there by Rudis. Started it over the plate and it finished up off the plate.
That one's going to be grounded over to Manning. Manning charges, fires over to first.
And it got away.
By him.
Yeah, Gonzalez tried to get the ball, dug it out of the dirt, and it went up the line a bit. He couldn't get it, so Fife will reach on an error to the shortstop Manning.
It's not the way you want to start off an inning there as you heading out, just make a good throw. Unfortunately, it's going to be an error, and stepping in is Handy Rodriguez now for the second time. He flew out to center in his last at-bat. First pitch is popped up.
That's going to be trouble.
As Furman calls off Thomas, who is coming in hot. But Furman makes the catch, and one out on the inning.
It was a good play by Furman. It looked a little bit weird, though. He was kind of balancing on the infield, outfield, grass, dirt area as if there was like some lava out there in right field or something.
Yeah.
It looked like he was in on recess in kindergarten.
Yeah, I was going to say, or he's trying to make a sideline catch there, looked like. Well, so one out here, and Chase Montanez steps into the plate. Pitch is going to miss outside, strike one, or ball one. Jesus. The last pitch to Montanez missed outside. His second pitch of the at-bat.
Keep an eye on Fife. Don't be surprised to see some run and hit in this count. As I say that, he pops it up.
A jammed Montanez. It's going to be trouble. There's three Frederick players going out there. It's not going to be corralled, though. So it's going to be a foul ball.
That wind is really playing havoc. Probably a day or two ago, that's a fly ball to shallow left field. Pushed all the way over to right next to the Knights bullpen area.
Yeah, the wind's definitely doing some crazy things to the ball in the air today.
It's done some crazy things with this dirt in my eyes today.
Crazy things all around. That's very true.
Just want to take this moment to say hello and thank you to our hardworking interns that are here today. Joey Gallo, Matt Ryan, and just into the booth is Bailey Heller.
As that pitch is going to miss down low. This is going to be 2-1 count to Montanez.
Montanez singled his last time up. An infield single hit very, very slowly to Manning at short.
Montanez pops this one up as well. This is out there. Center fielder come over, makes the play. Artistey makes the catch. It's 2 down in the inning.
A good play by Aristi, tracking that one again. That wind pushing it back in and to the left field side of the diamond. He was able to follow it the whole way for out number 2.
That's good range though, coming over from center almost into left practically to corral that ball and make the play. So stepping in now for the Knights is Mike Fisher. He struck out looking his first at bat. This is going to miss and get past the catcher, Dressler, and Montanez is going to move up, or Fife rather is going to move up 90 feet and get to second on the pass ball.
Yeah, that's actually going to be it's going to be ruled a wild pitch. That ball was in the dirt, got between the catcher's legs. Tough play to make on that.
Yeah, tough play to make. Let's see if Fisher can make it hurt here now as they have a runner in score position. That was going to look to be inside to me, but it's going to be...
That's unbelievable. I was just getting ready to mark it a ball, and then I heard the umpire's call. That's a ridiculous call.
Yeah, I was going to mark it a ball as well, but...
Changes the at-bat.
That one's also...
Fife is off and running on that ball in the dirt, Byron.
Yep, Fife got to third there. Was ready for that ball to be in the dirt. That's heads-up base running there.
Yeah, I mean, I think by the way he took off, he was just waiting for any ball in the dirt, and he was going to go to third.
We've got a 2-1 count here to Fisher. Runner on third here with...
This would be clutch.
And that one's going to miss high. 3-1 now to Fisher. Rudis is feeling the pressure here of this at bat. There's 2 outs and runner on third. So a big chance for Essex to get ahead for the first time this game. Pitch to Fisher is popped up over to Gonzalez. He makes the play, and that's going to do it for the bottom half of the 4th inning. So despite the Knights getting a runner to third on the wild pitch and the pass ball, nothing happens, and it's going to be still tied at 0 heading into the top half of the 5th inning. All right, we are back here at CCBC Essex Field in the top half of the 5th inning. Frederick's going to come up to the plate here. Still tied 0. This is the first of a doubleheader, so they're playing 7 regulation innings today. Anything past that is extra. Leading off is going to be Eric Dressler for Frederick. As that first pitch is going to miss high. Ball 1. Dressler struck out in his first AB of the game. Looking to bounce back after that first one. Second pitch is popped up. And that's going to be it out as Fisher gets under it, makes the play. Fly out to Fisher. 1 gone in the inning. And stepping in to bat next for the Cougars is the DH, Seth Hollett.
Yeah, and Seth also struck out today in its first bat.
That voice you hear there is Matt Ryan doing the color commentary here with me, as Velazquez's first pitch misses high, ball one. Like you said, Matt, since struck out in his first at-bat of the game. Also looking to rebound from that first one. The second pitch of the at-bat from Velazquez. Holler swings through it as it was tailing in on his hands there. Just couldn't get around on it. Counts even at 1. Velazquez comes set here. 1-1 pitch. That's going to miss inside as he had to do a little olay there to get out of the way.
That looked like it might have nicked him a little bit on his elbow guard, but Holler didn't make any movement from it, and ump never made a call about it.
Now I think they're going to talk about it here for a second and see what happened. I think they're giving him umpire was giving him a bit of grief there. He may have missed that one, but checking to make sure he's okay. He's all right. 2-1 count to Seth Holler as that last one, like I said, almost caught his elbow guard there. He had to get out of the way of it. Pitch from Velazquez, the 2-1. That's going to miss low. Good job by Montanez to block that one back there. It's going to be 3-1 count to Holler. Holler coming into today's game batting .275. Pitch from Velazquez, the 3-1 here. That's going to be strike 2 as Seth pulled the bat back, but he thought it was high. But the umpire thought otherwise, and it's full count here at 3-2. Pitch from Velazquez now popped foul back here to us. We're going to do it again here. Count's going to stay full at 3-2. Doing a good job here of battling in this at-bat as Holler. Fighting off some tough ones and seeing some tough ones go by as well.
Yeah, he's making himself a tough out, which is always good.
Oh, for sure. Next pitch is also popped back behind us. So again, we're going to do another one here, folks. 3-2 still to Holler. Holler gets set. Velazquez is set. Throws. Ground ball there. Chopper to Rodriguez. Rodriguez picks it up, throws it over. Fisher scoops it out of the dirt. And there's 2 outs on the end. It's going to go 6-3 there. It's a good, hard-hit ball by Holler. Just couldn't do anything with it, though.
Just went right to the shortstop and just made the simple play, get him out of first.
Yeah, it was a really good play there by Rodriguez. Knew he had time to make the play. Made a nice throw over there. Fisher, though, with the scoop to get out of the dirt there and pick it up for the second out of the inning. Stepping in now for a second appearance is Braden Lackey. He grounded out to first last time. That pitch is called a strike on the outside corner. Lackey turned back to the umpire. May have said something to him there, but regardless, that's been there all day, seems like, for both teams. The 0-1 to Lackey's going to miss outside as it squirts away from Velazquez, or from Montanez back there. It's going to be 1-1.
No, yeah, Byron, as you were saying earlier, as Lackey turned around to make that gesture to the ump, ump's been calling that all day, so now you just have to look for that pitch and try to hit it there.
Yeah, and that one's also going to be a strike. That looked a bit further outside than the last one he called a strike. But the count's going to be 1-2. Lackey's behind. Velazquez from the windup gets the signal. Pitch is on its way. Swings through it. Strike 3. And the Cougars go quietly as a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout in the inning for the Cougars. No hits, no runs, no errors. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 5th inning with the Essex Knights at the plate. We're back here at CCBC Essex Field. This game's still tied at 0 here through 5. Well, we're going to get ready for the bottom half of the 5th inning. So the top half of 5 still tied at 0. Bottom half of the 5th is getting ready to get started here. And stepping in for the Knights is J.D. Bruck. He struck out his first at-bat of the game. Everyone's getting to their places here. Bruck's ready. Ump's ready. Rudis is ready. First pitch of the inning. It's going to be a strike on the inside corner there. Second pitch is fouled off to the first base side of the field. Rudis is ahead 0-2 in the count.
Yeah, Rudis threw that good curveball of his. Again, that pitch he just has a good curveball going on today. That's why his pitching has been so good today. Just keep the batters off balance.
And that's what it's all about. Rudis now, this pitch misses high and outside. 1-2 now to Bruck. Did a good job there changing the eye level there. So 1-2 to Bruck from Rudis. And that's going to be a strikeout. Ump bringing him up again for the second time today. Bruck is set down on strikes. This one looking tough day at the plate here for Bruck, as he's got 2 strikeouts on his ledger. Stepping in next is the DH, Cecilio Santos, coming in 231 average. First pitch of the at-bat is going to be a strike.
And Cecilio Santos, his last at-bat, he also struck out looking, so he's hoping to not have that same outcome back-to-back at-bats.
Yeah, strikeouts seem to be the theme of the day here. Is the next pitch from Rudis is fouled off to the first base side of the field. And again, Rudis is ahead 0-2. Santos gets set on the box for the 0-2. Rudis gets the sign. Pitches away here. It's going to miss high. 1-2. One and 2 count here to Santos. Rudis. Santos swings through it, and for the second time today, and the second time this inning, there's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts here from Rudis, and Rudis is grooving today.
Yeah, he's looked good all day, just keeping batters off balance, keeping them guessing of what's going to come next, what he's going to throw, and he's been showing that by striking out a lot of Essex players. I don't have the exact number right now, but we should be able to count up the amount of batters Rudis has struck out during the half-inning break, and we will let you know.
Yep, stepping in now, Will Van Horn, the number 9 hitter in this Knights lineup, as he watches one go by there for the first strike of the at-bat. Van Horn grounded out to second last time. That one is going to miss. 1-1 now to Van Horn. Van Horn coming into today's game with a 267 average. Van Horn swings through the one that's high and inside here, and it's going to be a 1-2 count. 1-2 count here to Van Horn. Pitches away. Chopper back up the middle here. Furman makes the play, throw over to first. Gonzalez scoops it and makes the play. That's going to do it for the 5th inning here, as the Knights go down quietly as well. No hits, no runs, no errors. We'll be back for the top of the 6th inning here at CCBC Essex. We're back here at CCBC Essex Field, going into the top of the 6th inning, still tied at 0 here. Seen a bit of offense in this game, but not too much. Top of the lineup here for Frederick as Micaiah Thomas steps in. First pitch is going to be a strike.
Good fastball on the outer half of the plate right there.
Seen a lot of those first pitch strikes today from both pitchers. It's very important to stay ahead as Velazquez is going to. Second pitch is popped up. Ranging over there is Bruck. Bruck's going to make the play, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. As Thomas flies out to the left fielder, J.D. Bruck, to get the top half of the 6th underway. Stepping in now for his third at-bat of the game, Jet Manning. He walked his first time and he grounded out to first in the second at-bat. So he only has one official at-bat on the day. That first pitch swing in there, and that's a shot all the way out to left field. That's going to hit the wall out there. Bruck's going to get the throw in, but Manning's going to have himself a stand-up double. That might be exactly what this Cougars team needed to get themselves some offense here, as now they've got a runner on second with just one out. Really, really good piece of hitting there by Manning, who does lead the team in average with a .432. He's been hot all year, and stepping in to hopefully bring in the RBI is Alex Aristi, the center fielder for Frederick. He's got 2 strikeouts on his ledger. Both of them were looking.
Yeah, this is a big at-bat for Artsy here, trying to get in the lead run for the first run of the game, too.
Yeah, especially when it's late in the ball game and you got a doubleheader today, you want to try to get this one over and rest up quickly for that second one.
Yeah, this would be a big run for them. Big first run of the game.
That first pitch missed low and outside as Montanez had to block it back there. The second one, Aristi swings through it, counts even at 1-1. Velazquez comes set here in the stretch.
And you also have to think the Essex middle infield has to be keeping a close eye on Jet Manning at second base, hoping he doesn't steal a base right here, too, to get himself into third base in even better scoring position.
Yep, matter of fact, it was him and Thomas in the first inning who did a double steal and got to third and second, respectively. That last pitch missed outside. It's 2-1 count now to Aristi. That one's going to get by Montanez here as the ball bounces over his head. It caught the dirt there and bounced up, popped over Montanez's head, and as a result, Manning is going to move up to third with one out here and a 3-1 count to Aristi.
And that will go down as a wild pitch right there.
Yeah, unfortunately for Montanez, just couldn't stop the bounce that ball took. Looked like it hit the dirt before it even got to the plate there, or bounced the plate, one or the other. Regardless, 3-1 count here to Aristi with Manning now on third after advancing. That pitch is going to miss high, and he's going to get himself a walk. So good job there by Aristi to get the walk and get himself on base here. It's just one out. Runners in the corners here. Stepping in, Brady Harju, the third baseman.
Yeah, you can really see Essex infield playing in now. They really don't want to give up this first run to Frederick.
No, I never want to do that, especially not this late in the game. But, so, I mean, if you have to, you'll trade the out for the run. But, like you said, with it being the first run of the game, if Manning does go on a hard hit ball, you can probably get him out at the plate. So, Harju stepping in for his third plate appearance. He flew out to right field his first at bat, and he walked his second one. 0 for 1 on the day is Harju. First pitch of the at bat is going to be cut. It's going to catch the outside corner for strike one.
Yeah, right. I bet you right now Essex is really looking for this double play ball to try to get them out of the inning.
Yeah, that would be exactly what the doctor ordered here. Let's see what happens. As the next pitch to Harju is going to be a line drive there. Bruck catches it for the out. Throw home. Not going to be in time as the sacrifice fly works. And Frederick just took the first lead of the game, so it's going to be an RBI for Harju. Sacrifice fly with an RBI. And the first run of the game for the Cougars is going to come from Jet Manning as he scores on the sacrifice fly. 2 outs now. Runner held on first there was Aristi.
And here is replacement for first base, Ryan Fowler, his first at-bat of the game.
Thank you for that. Fowler's first at-bat of the game. First pitch he sees is a ball. It was high. As a bench guy, you want to come in and try and see a few pitches. Pick off throw to first. Nothing doing there as Aristi gets back in there safely. Another check throw over there. Aristi's back safely. Second pitch of the at-bat. Nice lead over there. Another check throw over there. Got to keep him honest. As for the third time, Aristi is back safely. Set in the box here is Fowler. Aristi now good size lead over there. Swings through that one, Fowler, and he misses it. Strike one. It's a way to get back in the count after throwing that first pitch ball to Fowler. Velazquez still doing a very good job here of pitching. Velazquez, another throw over to first. Aristi is back in there.
Yeah, Aristi has 11 stolen bases on the season, only has been caught stealing 3 times, so they're really worried about him trying to steal second, getting into scoring position.
Yeah, with 2 outs is going to be big, and Aristi's off. Swing, strike, the throw down, beats the throw there.
And there's Aristi's 12th stolen base of the season.
There it is. Number 12 there on the season for Aristi, as now Fowler has a chance to drive in the second run for the Cougars, but he's down in the count, 1-2. Velazquez is set. That one's gonna miss outside. Back to even here at 2-2. Velazquez now is set and ready to go. Gets a sign here, kicks and deals. It's gonna miss inside as Fowler had to bend out of the way there to avoid taking that one. Count's going to be full now, 3-2. Velazquez has worked out of plenty of these situations all game. We're going to get a time here. So everyone's going to reset themselves here. So a big at bat for both parties. Knights trying to get out of the inning, only giving up 1. Fowler's trying to get Frederick their second run of the game as Aristi's in scoring position after the stolen base. Full count. Strike 3 as Fowler goes down on strikes. That's going to do it for the inning, but Frederick does get the first run of the game. They draw first blood here. 1-0 Frederick going into the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll be right back with the bottom half of the 6th. All right, we are back here at CCBC Essex Field. Frederick took the 1-0 lead in the top half of the sixth. Now in the bottom half, the Knights are looking to respond here. They're down 1-0 with the top of the order coming up. We've got Lewis, Nakic, and Fife as Corey Lewis steps into the box. First pitch of the at-bat is going to be a strike. Low one there, caught the corner. Good pitch there by Brutus.
And Byron, just want to give a quick shout out to Matt Ryan. Thanks for hanging in there on the booth.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. Good job. His throw over to Fowler there by Harju is good, and it's going to be the first out of the inning as Lewis grounds out.
5-3 on the putout if you're scoring at home.
So now stepping in is Luke Nakic. He struck out looking his first at-bat. His second at-bat was a fielder's choice. Swings on the first pitch and fouls it off.
Good curveball there by Rudis. Comes into the inning with 7 strikeouts so far this afternoon.
Second pitch of the at-bat from Rudis. Ground ball there.
Look at how that ball stopped.
Little PFP is going to work in their favor. Oh, no, it's not, rather, as Nakic hustles all the way down the line and beats the throw.
Nah, they got him.
Got him? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That ball, I mean, it came to a stop right before it hit the infield dirt. Fowler did a good job of retrieving it. Rudis fielding his position, getting over to first base in time for the throw. It goes 3-1 on the putout.
Thank you for clearing that up for me.
Well, I got a better sight line.
Yeah, that's true, because I was blocked there. Fowler was blocking me. First pitch of this the at-bat to Fife is going to be a strike.
I'm actually glad to see Fife take that first pitch. You know, you worry with somebody with power who's going to try and tie the ball game up with one swing here, starting to chase.
Fife pops this one. It's going to get out and foul. Looks like there's some work going on down there in that Frederick bullpen. Guys are just getting up and stretching and tossing down there. So it's a 0-2 count now to Fife. 2 outs here in the inning. This one is popped up. It's going to get out behind us here. We're going to do it again, 0-2. Fife so far in the day has a strikeout, and he reached on an error.
Got to come back in this count.
0-2. Got a piece of it there, looked like, and it's going to be a foul ball. Back to the backstop here, so once again, it'll be another 0-2.
And Fife doing his best to stay alive.
Yeah, he fought off a really tough pitch there by Rudis. That's for sure. As I'm getting some more baseballs here from the Frederick dugout. As we're getting set here for another 0-2 delivery from Rudis.
Well, for him to come inside this time, he's tried the outside on 4 consecutive pitches.
Wind up and the pitch. Misses high off the top of the glove of the catcher Dressler, so it's going to be a 1-2 count now. Fife does a good job of letting that one go.
I don't think he gives up on the inside pitch. I think he comes back with it and tries to bring a breaking ball.
Setting up outside there. Throws inside, but it's popped up. Left fielder's coming in.
Good play there by Lackey.
Yep, Lackey makes the play, and that's going to do it for the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 up, 3 down, the Knights go. And Frederick leads 1-0. We'll be back for the top of the 7th inning. We're back here at CCBC Essex Field. We're heading into the top of the 7th inning. Frederick's going to come to the plate here, leading 1-0. We have Furman, Dressler, and Holler for the top half of the 7th for the Cougars.
So Furman, he'll lead things off here. Not been a pretty afternoon for him thus far. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, 2 of the 9 Ks that Velasquez has on the afternoon. Here comes his first offering. Swing and a miss. Ahead 0-1.
Yeah, it was a really good pitch there by Velasquez, working inside early in the at-bat. Good job.
Velasquez is ready. Furman trying to slow down the pace a bit. Goes into his windup. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt low and outside for ball 1.
So they're showing bunt. I saw Van Horn charging in a little bit. Make him think about it at least.
The Cougars took the 1-0 lead last inning. Harju with a sac fly to score Jet Manning. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Went right after him.
Really good job by Velasquez going right at Furman, not wasting any time.
Furman in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Velasquez looking to get the 3rd strikeout against him. Pops it foul. We'll do it again.
Yeah, both teams have done a good job all game of staying in at bats, making the pitchers throw a ton of pitches. Eventually you wear them down, and Cougars were first to do that as they struck first. And there's a
timeout on the field. A plastic bag makes its way over to the right side of first baseman Mike Fisher. Good job on the first base umpire to retrieve it. Hands it off to the Frederick first base coach. They'll keep it out of play. Good teamwork there by everyone involved.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Furman. Struck him out looking for the 3rd time today. Furman goes down on strikes against Velasquez. Out number 1 here in the 7th inning. Strikeout number 10 for Velasquez.
10 strikeouts. That's impressive. But you know what? In a 1-0 ball game like this, you're not making your defense do a whole lot of work. That's a good job there by Velasquez, doing a fantastic job pitching all day.
Here's the first offering, a line drive into the left center field gap. That's going to be trouble off the bat of Dressler. It's going to reach the wall. Dressler heading into second base with a stand-up 1-out double. And the Cougars are in business again.
Wasted no time there, did Dressler. Saw the first pitch of the at-bat and drove it into the left field gap there. And is rewarded with the stand-up double, and there's 1 out on the inning. So Frederick has a chance to get a second run across and get some insurance heading into the bottom half of the 7th.
The first hit for Dressler on the day is his 5th double of the season. And that'll bring up Seth Holler. He's 0 for 2, a ground out to shortstop his last time to the plate.
Yeah, let's see if Holler can plate that runner there on second.
Swing and a miss on the fastball. Velasquez blows it by him to jump ahead in the count.
Yeah, good job there. Velasquez getting ahead, not phased by giving up that 2-out double or 1-out double.
Velasquez sets, checks the runner at second. The pitch off speed, looked like a late breaking pitch, fouled off for strike number 2. Lackey waits on deck. Dressler at second base with the 1-out double. Velasquez shakes off the sign. Now he has what he likes. Here's the pitch. Just off the outside corner. First ball of the count. That's a good pitch there. I like that. 0-2. Trying to get him to chase. Now you got to come back with something a little bit better here, but not quite as tasty.
Yeah, it was close enough to where you could have taken a whack at it. That's for sure.
Setting up inside. Velasquez comes to the plate. Got him looking. That is a surprise call from where I'm sitting, Byron.
Yeah, that looked to be really inside as well to me. But, and I mean, Holler agreed. Saw him motion back towards us. It's say, really?
Strikeout number 11 for Velasquez. Lackey will come up and he'll try and be the man of the hour in the left-hander's batter's box and get a 2-out RBI.
That was Holler's second strikeout of the day.
There's a ground ball up the middle. Nakic to his right, knocks it down. It gets into center field. Here comes Dressler. He's going to score. And now the Cougars have a 2-0 lead.
Just a bit of bad luck there. Nakic, he got to the ball in time. It just managed to avoid his glove and get by him.
Got to give him the RBI. Lackey, that is, there. It wasn't an easy play to make. It wasn't a normal play. Just hit sharply enough that it took a hop off the glove and went just far enough into center field that Dressler was able to score. 2-0 Frederick. First pitch swinging is Thomas out to right field. That'll fall for a base hit. On his way to third base is going to be Lackey. And with 2 outs, a double from Thomas, the Cougars are still threatening, rallying up with 2 down.
Yep, if there's any time for a rally and get yourself some insurance runs heading into the bottom half of the 7th, now's the time to do it.
So Thomas, he's 2 for 4 on the day. Here comes the Knights pitching coach, Eric Ryan. He'll come out to have a conversation with Velasquez. Velasquez started the inning off with a strikeout of Furman, then gave up the 1-out double to Dressler. Dressler was stranded for 1 at-bat as Holler struck out, and then a 2-out RBI single for Lackey hit sharply up the middle off the glove of Nakic. Thomas comes up and he doubles, so we're sitting here with runners at second and third and 2 down. Frederick leads 2-0.
And this conversation here is probably just to calm Velasquez down. You know, you've done a really good job pitching all day, and despite this little jam here, and he hasn't been in too many trouble situations. So I'm looking to see how he responds.
Yeah, I think he's pitched a beautiful game today. He's going to have to deal with Jet Manning, the left-handed hitting shortstop. Manning steps up. He doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 2 officially. He walked in his first at bat in the first inning. And I'm told that Manning has signed a letter or has committed to West Virginia University, so good luck to him next season with the Mountaineers. Right now, he's got to face Velasquez. Here in the top of the 7th, 2 down, runners on second and third. Swung on, a number to third base. This is going to be trouble. Throw is not going to be made. All hands are safe. And I think even if Van Horn was able to make that throw, it would have been a tough time trying to get Manning at first.
Yeah, it definitely was going to be tough to make that play there. It was a really like it's a softly hit ground ball.
So scoring on the play is Lackey. Credit Manning with an RBI. It's 3-0 Cougars. Thomas goes to third. That'll bring up Oresti.
Runners in the corners here.
Watch Manning. He's got a great lead over at first. Here's the pitch. Ground ball down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Thomas will score. Manning on his way to third. Here comes the throw. It is in time. And Manning is out at third, but the damage is done as 3 more runs come across the plate this inning for the Cougars. So we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. The Knights going to have to rally it up, down 4-0. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are headed to the bottom of the 7th inning. Frederick tacking on 3 insurance runs last inning, RBIs from Lackey, Manning, and Oresti. Leading things off here in the bottom of the 7th, shortstop Handy Rodriguez. And on the mound still for the Cougars is Rudis. Good curveball to start the at-bat, strike one. Rudis, 7 strikeouts coming into this inning. The Knights are going to have to be patiently aggressive as he swings and drives one to right center. Giving chase is Thomas all the way back to the warning track. Leaps up and makes a fantastic catch, landing on the warning track to steal a base hit and extra bases from Handy Rodriguez.
What a fantastic play out there by Thomas. Running all the way to the wall, jumping at the very last second to stop it, just short of a home run possibly.
So instead of a runner at second or third and nobody down, it'll be 1 out, and the catcher Chase Montanez to the plate. Montanez 1 for 2 coming into this at bat. Here's the first offering, outside for ball 1. The Knights a long way to go. 2 hits this afternoon. As we hear the jets above us coming from the nearby Martin State Airport, courtesy of Lockheed Martin. And that was a ball on the outside, so 2 balls, no strikes to Montanez. Got to be careful not to chase here. As he does, it lines it, staying up in the air a little bit too long into right field, and Thomas will haul this one in with ease for out number 2.
Yeah, both those hits have been to Thomas out there. He's had to do a bit of work here in the bottom half of the inning, but he's done a good job of making 2 tough plays.
Folks, we'd like to thank every one of you that have joined us on the broadcast today and remind you that Game 2 will be broadcast. Go back to ccbcessexknights.com, click on the lead story, and the second link on the page will bring you Game 2. That game will be beginning approximately 20 minutes after this game. Mike Fisher takes strike 1. Here comes the second pitch from Rudis. Outside, even things up at 1. The Knights fans, we encourage you to follow us on Twitter at CCBC Essex Sports for all the news and notes on your favorite Knights programs. Inside, and that's a ball. I thought the home plate umpire was going to say that it hit him. Instead, it's ball 2. Fisher ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Ball 3 outside. So Fisher, after falling behind 0-1, has worked 3 straight balls. Got to think that he's going to leave that bat on his shoulder here.
I would. There's no reason to swing right now.
And it's ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Fisher gives the Knights a bit of hope. And J.D. Bruck, their sophomore left fielder, coming up to the plate.
Yeah, Bruck so far today is 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. One of them looking. That one was in the 5th inning. So something's got to give here. If anyone's due for a hit, it's him.
So Fisher will take his lead at first, just barely though. He's not very fleet of foot. First pitch to Bruck is outside and low for ball 1. So now the hitters late in this game are starting to get that call on the low and outside pitch.
Yeah, we've come a long way since the first inning, haven't we?
Here's the 1-0. Right down the middle for strike 1. Bruck out of Bel Air, Maryland. He attended Bel Air High School. Class of 2015, he was a Bobcat. Rudis sets. Now the pitch. Curveball. Center field. A wristy under it. And he'll haul it in. And that'll be the game. So the Cougars will walk away with a 4-0 victory here at CCBC Essex. The numbers for the Cougars: 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 errors. For the Knights, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. And again, folks, we will have Game 2 coming up in approximately 20 minutes. Just head back to ccbcessexknights.com, the lead story there, or you can check us out on Twitter at CCBC Essex Sports, where we have tweeted out the link as well. Until next game, for my interns, Bailey Heller, Joey Gallo, Matt Ryan, and my broadcast partner, Byron Reed, I'm going to sign off, but just for a few moments. We'll see you with Game 2.